Hello everyone, thank you for interested in the topic of this research and for your presence. The title of our paper is The Design Process of Commercial High-Performance Buildings with reference to the context of São Paulo and London. The context of architectural design has changed in recent decades, with increasing complexity of digital technologies and all the challenges related to sustainability and climate change. The demands for building performance has also changed, with considerations to environmental internal quality, energy efficiency, carbon assessment, among others. All of these actions and strategies need to be contemplated in the course of the design, construction, operation and maintenance during the life cycle of the building and afterwards. National Institute of Building Science define high-performance building such as those that deal with human, environmental, and economic factors, have an enormous impact on society. Different declarations and manifests have been presented by entities and bodies of the construction sector, clearly recognize the role that the building sector can play in delivering a climate neutral. HIBA highlights, the achievement of such goals requires urgent actions involving immediate change in the ways buildings are being designed. Through critical literature review, looking up specialized title and semi-structured interviews, this study aims to describe how some of the main architectural practice and different stakeholders develop high-performance building in companies like AKT2, Archetype, Foster & Partners, Rogers Haber, SOM, and Uber System Design in the City of London, and Aflali Gasperini, Perkins & Will, and Koenigsberg Vanucci in the City of São Paulo, and how the design process will carry out and lead. Having London as a reference in a comparative way with holistic approach, the trends and changes elapsed in the last 10 years in the design process of commercial building are presented, and tools contribute to the dissemination of this approach through qualifying the design process and a faster achievement of building sector for 2030 and 2050 targets. Some of the new current demands already presented and highlighted on the left side of the slide requires a series of parallel and combined actions, such as the creation of more restrictive building codes and standards, as well as the qualifications of everyone involved in the development of the project and consequently the design process as a whole. In the design conception stage is where we have the lowest proportion cost and the greatest margin for change, through studies of analytical scenarios. Different architectural design and stakeholders, with the help of digital tools and new types of collaboration in new and integrated way of design, manage to deal with the complexity and multidisciplinary of current design process to achieve a high-performance building. Professional Council, which address the integrated and collaborative design process and which present a new stakeholder organizational during the project development, were presented in this paper. The first one is from the CIPSE Environmental Design Guide A on 2019, with the inclusion of a new chapter about the subject. The second is from the WIBA Plan of Work on 2020, a dynamic tool that helps the professional incorporate new concepts into the different design phase. The third is from the IA Integrated Project Delivery on 2007. On the figure on the right side of the slide, show the difference between conducting a typical design effort compared to IPD, where stakeholders are involved much early in the design project stage. In the item discussion, we deeper some concepts, roles and tools of design process in both cities. These were separated into 4 subtopics. Are they high-performance building and environmental certification, design process, the role of the architect and the client, design and simulation software, and feedback, operation and maintenance. Some of the main considerations are: it was possible to notice trends that will influence the future in the building sector related to the performance design, with final objective as holistic and cyclical view, change the way buildings are being designed, constructed and operated, pointed to the continuous improvement of the entire process. Each city has its limitations within the local context and culture of design process. The role of the architect and engineer is also one of education with the market, transmitting his expertise to members of building sector value chain in order to leave the status quo, driving an important movement of insertion of innovation inside the process. Concluding, a key point perceived in both cities was that in order to reach the level required for the high-performance building, the flow of conduction during the project design is extremely important. Management with the technical vision inserted in decision-making is fundamental. The management decision matrix, together with technical, in a conciliatory and viable way for each project, will directly influence the expected result for the project through the entire life cycle of a building. This research continues, and the next steps are the case studies, exemplifying the design process of a building in each of the cities surveyed. Thank you for being with us, and for more information of this study, please have a look at our paper or contact us by email. Thank you.